Best Country K103. Thanks for waking up with Whitney. Our Jimmy Carter update this morning, powered by Chris Willis RV in Dexter, Missouri. And Jimmy, there's a Walk of Fame coming up in the Music City.
Well, Hollywood has the famous one with the stars, that people get. It's very prestigious, and when they get one, they bring their family out. And I've been to the one. It's mostly movie stars and things like that. But there are other people on there. I've been to Tim McGraw's. All these great stars like Loretta Lynn and those kind of folks, they all have one. And now Nashville has had one for a couple of years. It's called the Music City Walk of Fame. I'm not that impressed with it myself, honestly, but I've been to a bunch of the inductions, and they're going to do another one October the 4th. Mm-hmm. And good people. Darius Rucker is going to go in. American pop vocalist and writer Don McLean. Okay. He's deserving. The great guitarist Dwayne Eddy, who's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And then there's Joe Galante, who no one should really know, who's a suit on RCA Records that's going in there. So.
Gotcha.
So anyway, it's there. It's right across the street from the Country Music Hall of Fame. Jimmy Buffett's passing, just getting a tremendous amount of interest and talk still. His sister, Lulu, wrote an article for the Key Citizen, the daily newspaper for the Florida Keys, just talking about how, the family was telling goodbye and just the whole story. How they said they needed a miracle for him to be saved in that last week, but they're saying but they changed their mind and said, well, it was a miracle we got to keep him for 4 years while he underwent this fight with skin cancer. So that's looking at it in a positive way. Said that she said his final words to her, he whispered to her, "Have fun." Yeah, a lot of stuff coming out about that, and it's been, I guess it's just how we are. You don't sit around and read about somebody necessarily until you need to, if they're someone who's a constant all around. And I started thinking about this when I said today, another story involves Bruce Springsteen. He's canceled all the rest of the shows now for September. He'd already canceled a few this month. He'd already done everything in October, and he'll resume in November probably. And what's this about? Well, he's got a peptic ulcer disease, as they're referring to it as. I don't think it kills you, but it just makes you feel bad. The burning hole in your stomach, and infects your eating, infects a lot of different things. But that's going on in the world of Bruce Springsteen. So you just worry about all these people who are so great. They are getting older, that's for sure. Dan and Shay, they're going to fire up the crowd on ESPN's College Game Day from Tuscaloosa on Saturday morning.
Oh, cool.
They got new music out, and, they're trying to do everything they can to promote. I've been worried about my buddy Blake Shelton. I said, where is he? The Voice is getting ready to crank up again on NBC. It's just, I think, in less than 2 weeks, I think. So where's Blake? He's on the farm. He said, I got my old friend out of the barn today. It's a Kubota tractor. It's Kubota time, people. I said, I'm planting seeds. I don't know what you plant this time of year in Oklahoma, but that's our boy Blake. He's like happier than a pig in slop out there.
He is. He's just chilling out, isn't he?
He likes that, being on the tractor stuff. I don't know. I used to like to drive tractor too, but his life has just been so... it's odd.
Yeah.
Hardy and Laney, they got a platinum record for Weight in the Truck. Luke Combs, he just got another, note about how weird and unusual it is. Billboard Country Airplay, his songs are number 1 and 2. 1 is Love You Anyway, a song he wrote for his wife. Number 2, the song he borrowed from Tracy Chapman, Fast Car. And that's never happened, apparently, over on that chart where Star is number 1 and number 2. And, if you had to do it right now, this is a decision that people are making right now. Who has had the best year, Luke Combs or Morgan Wallen?
Oof.
That's a photo finish to me.
Yeah, I don't know. They both have just had one heck of a year.
Just Morgan's 15 weeks at number 1 with Last Night, and his concert. He's already made more money than Luke. He's up to some $200-something million with all this stadium stuff he's done. He's done multi-nights in stadiums almost every week this year, in the middle part of the year. I don't know. If someone's going to make that decision, the safe bet for the institution is to go with Luke Combs, because it's still going to get flack from Morgan Wallen, but I'm not so sure Morgan Wallen doesn't deserve it. So
that's your Jimmy Carter update this morning, powered by Chris Willis RV in Dexter, Missouri. Thanks for waking up with Whitney on K103.